Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to your slow flow this evening with me. My name's Misha, one of your MoreYoga instructors. So we're going to take it really nice and slow this evening, a nice grounding flow to bring things back to a place of calm. And we're going to start with a seated meditation. So the mudra I'm encouraging you to take is right palm facing up on your right knee. I'm going to take the left fingertips and just place them down onto the earth on the left side and close down the eyes. And just begin to arrive here. If you need to make any movements, make yourself comfortable, feel free to do that. And if cross leg doesn't quite suit you, you can always sit on the shins, kneeling. So the symbolism behind this mudra is rooting down with the left hand to provide that sense of grounding. And the right palm is open to receive change, transformation through the practice, to receive all the things that we anticipate, to receive the goodness that is in the world. So we're just going to take a few moments here, relaxing through your shoulders, relax your jaw. If you want to make a few rolls of the tongue, move the jaw around, feel free to do that. Just give it a bit of a loosening. Relax the eyebrows, the forehead. And just begin to notice your breath. The natural breath. Fighting any urges to change the breath, to make it deeper, to make it longer. And just noticing that breath landing around the belly and the lower ribs. Bringing us to a grounded, centered place. Dropping any expectations that you might have over the last week, couple of weeks. Anything that you might have set on yourself today, just drop those expectations. Let's just be here for the next hour, present with our breath. Scanning your cheeks, the outsides of the ears, the insides of the ears, and beginning to listen to what you can hear inside. Taking your attention to the space in between your eyebrows, the ajna, the pineal gland. This is our center of intuition. And for the pineal gland, attention is like food. We need to feed it in order to keep it awake. And you'll notice that it is tricky to take the attention away from that space once we begin to really focus. Notice if you're slouching slightly and really root down through your sit bones and lift up through the crown of the head, grow a little bit taller. Imagine there's a cord attaching to your navel, drawing it down into the center of the earth. And another cord attached to the crown of your head, pulling you up, making you slightly taller. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. A full inhale and a long exhale. One more deep inhale and a grounding exhale. Let's close the mouth and start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Visualizing the breath as you inhale, traveling up the spine to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, feeling a lightness in your body. Breathing in, visualizing that breath. Breathing out, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Keep this long, relaxed, calm breath with you as we move slowly through the next hour. Remembering that sometimes doing less is doing more. Coming into a place of rest and digest, as there's a lot of flighty energy around us right now. Connecting back to a place of peace. Let's take the hands together in anjali mudra at the center of the chest. Press your palms together to lift the chest and set an intention for your practice, a sankalpa. Offer this practice to something or someone that needs your love, needs your strength, something that's meaningful to you. We'll open the practice with one Om. Don't be shy, breathe in. Feel the vibration in your body, the universal sound of peace. Bow your head towards your hands, then blink open your eyes. Lift the head up. Then we're going to place the right hand over to the right side and lift the left arm up and over, opening into the left side waist. Take a full inhale and a long exhale. Keep rooting down through that left sit bone. Inhale, exhale. One more, breathe into the lower lobes of your lungs. Inhale and exhale. Take an inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, we're going to sweep that left arm around in front of us. Take it over to the left. Right arm reaches up and over. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Rooting the right sit bone down. Breathe in, breathe out. Expanding the right lung. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, reaching that right arm around through the front of the mat to the right side. Left arm up, around and over. This time maybe drawing your left shoulder back, slight opening of the chest, the collarbone. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale, sweeping the left arm round to the front of the room. Left hand to the left side, right arm reaching up, taking that shoulder slightly back, opening up. Take a full inhalation, long exhalation. Inhale. And exhale, sweeping the right arm around. Come to the front of the mat with the fingertips. And we're just going to walk the hands forward and take a lazy forward fold. So you can take any variation here. If you feel like this is enough for you on the forearms, stay there. Otherwise, walk the hands forward, relax the forehead down. Surrendering into the earth and breathing into the back of the body. Big inhales and long exhales. Just allowing the breath to slow down, get a bit deeper and a bit longer. Conscious breaths. And then when you are ready, press into your hands, lift your forehead if it's on the ground, walk yourself back to the center. We're going to place the fingertips behind us and just find a little opening through the chest here into the front body. So you can either stay here, fingertips down, draw the shoulders back and lift the head up, or you can come up onto the knees if that feels good. Lift the front body, take a full inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale, clear the throat. One more, inhale, exhale, releasing that stagnant energy. Sit your hips down, and then we're going to place the hands down onto the earth, coming into our tabletop position, shoulders in line with the wrists, hips in line with your knees for a few rounds of our cat-cow stretch. So spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, start to tilt the pelvis, drop the belly, look up. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis, round the back, push up between the shoulders. So the movement originates from the pelvis. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up, moving with your breath. Exhale, tucking pelvis, rounding the back, drawing your belly in. Twice more with your own breath, inhaling into your cow stretch and exhaling into cat, rounding through the shoulder blades. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then inhale into your neutral spine. As you exhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Find space. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, thread your right arm through under the left and place the right shoulder down. Now you can stay here with the eyes closed, or you can walk the left fingertips to the left corner of the mat. If you like to take a half bind, you'll reach that left arm around your waist and hold here. Opening out into the shoulder, take some full breaths, visualize that area, and breathe out. Two more, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Returning the left hand back into your center, pressing into the left palm, coming up into your table. One round of cat-cow here. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, tucking and rounding, find lots of space through the back body. And then as we inhale, coming into our neutral spine. Exhale, lifting the left hand up, finding space. Take a breath in at the top. And as you exhale, thread that left arm down, left shoulder onto your mat. Maybe staying here, or walking those right fingertips to the right corner of your mat, or taking your half bind. So whichever works best for you. And we'll breathe in and breathe out. Notice if you can go a little bit deeper, what feels good? What are your body's reactions to the posture? One more full breath. And then as you inhale, placing your right palm down, pressing up into your table position. We're going to come into puppy pose, opening out those shoulders. So walk your hands out in front of you, drop your chest down, and then relax the forehead down to the earth. So let's make this really passive. You often see this in a vinyasa class. It's a dynamic posture, but we can just let gravity do the work here. Really relax through your arms. Let the shoulders open naturally. Maybe you're breathing so deeply that the back of the body starts to pulsate with the breath. That sense of grounding, surrender, heaviness, letting all the things that don't serve us just melt into the earth. Let's take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, lift your forehead up. If it's on the ground, walk yourself back into your table position. And we're going to tuck the toes, push up into a downward facing dog. So just notice how your body feels this evening. Pedaling out your feet. You might have been sitting down for a long period of time today. Having a little wiggle, rotations, moving through the hips, free movement. Just allowing yourself some expression here. That's the beauty of practicing at home. We don't have to worry about anybody around us. Maybe even closing the eyes and just feeling your body. Notice the sensations through the waist, the hips, the shoulders. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no, maybe even flutter the lips and let that jaw completely relax. And then when you're ready, look forward and bend your knees. We're going to make small steps to the front of the mat, geisha girl-like steps. You can stay on the balls of the feet or take the feet flat. Taking a rag doll at the top of the mat, grab opposite elbows and then hang your body over your thighs, swaying side to side. Keep a nice soft bend in your knees so you're taking the tension out of your lower back. And then again, if you want to flutter the lips here, you can really let the jaw go. And then let's release those elbows, starting to roll ourselves up vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the knees soft, stacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to standing, and then bringing your feet together or hips distance, whichever feels good for your body. We're going to point the fingers down, roll the shoulders up, down and back. Moving with your breath, inhale, take them up, exhale, down and back. One more time, inhale up, exhale, down and back. And then reversing that movement, inhale, take the shoulders back, squeeze, exhale, bring them round to the front, just like your cat-cows. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders open, exhale, shoulders round to the front. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders, open the chest. Exhale, draw them round to the front. And then we'll come into our Tadasana, mountain pose. Close down your eyes. Find that sense of rooting down through your feet. Feel the connection of the pads of the feet into the ground. Lift all 10 toes and then spread them out wide, rooting like the roots of a tree. Lift your kneecaps, engage your thighs. Remember that cord that's pulling the crown of the head up. And then blink, open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up, bring your hands to touch. See if you can go a little bit taller here, just spending some time in Urdhva Hastasana. Reaching up through the arm bones, drawing the belly in. Take a full inhale And as you exhale, fold all the way down into Uttanasana. Taking our time here, so you can really bend the knees. If you find it hard to get the palms flat, no problem. And then we're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat and drop the left knee down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale to reach your arms up, and exhale, sit lower into your hips. Really scissor your inner thighs and reach up through the arms. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. One more inhale and exhale. On your next breath, take your left hand down to the earth and your right hand up to twist. So you can stay here with the back knee down. If you'd like to, tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off the ground. And here, think about reaching that right hip further back than you normally would and sliding the right shoulder blade down your back. Let's find some space. Inhale. Exhale, twisting a bit deeper. One more inhale. And exhale. Place the right hand down to the earth and then step back into your downward facing dog. Again, if you want to pedal out the feet here, feel free to find some free movement, some wiggles, allowing yourself that space and expression. And then come into the center, stillness in downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. So you're really pressing down through the hands, tilting the pelvis up and drawing your heels down to the earth. They don't have to touch. The whole point of this practice is grounding, so we aren't pushing ourselves to our 100% max. And then when you are ready, as you inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your right foot to the front of the mat, your left foot to the front of the mat, and fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, full length of the inhale. And the full length of your exhale takes you down to Uttanasana. As you inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down. We step the right foot to the back of the mat, right knee down. Inhale, reaching your arms up into your low lunge. Exhale, dropping a bit deeper into that pelvis. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice the space in your front body, the breath in your lungs. Scissoring those inner thighs. Let's take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then placing your right hand down to the earth, we reach the left palm up to the ceiling, maybe staying here with the back knee down or tucking the toes and lifting that back knee off the ground, your yogi's choice. Take an inhale, reach up with the left fingertips, and exhale, sliding that left shoulder blade down your back, maybe taking that left hip back just a little bit. Good, holding here. One more inhale and exhale. And then as you inhale, place your left hand down to the earth, step back into your downward facing dog. 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then as you inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step your left foot to the front of the mat, your right foot to the front of the mat, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, full length of the inhale, and exhale to release into your Tadasana. Come back to that grounded place, that state of calm, connecting to that place of peace. that is inside you. And then when you are ready, let's blink open the eyes. Take an inhale, bend your knees, fingertips are outside your feet. And I'm going to lift the arms up into Utkatasana. Take a full breath in, a full breath out. Draw those lower ribs in, reach up through the arms. One more, inhale and exhale. Take an inhale, prepare, and exhale, fold forward, hands down. Shuffle your feet hips distance apart. And then you have two options. You can catch the two big toes here and bend the elbows, relax the head down. Or you can just grab a hold of opposite elbows and have a little hang out in your ragdoll. Take what you need from the practice. And just make sure that wherever you are, you can breathe those full, long breaths. So let's take an inhale here. Exhale. If you're holding those toes, think about drawing the belly to your thighs. Notice the sensation of blood rushing to the head. Allowing yourself to just hang out here. We'll take one more breath. And then when you are ready, release your toes. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. And exhale, shuffle your feet mat distance apart. So as wide as your mat, you're going to turn the feet out and the heels in. Sit your hips down into a yogi squat malasana. Elbows inside your thighs, hands together. We're going to press the hands together to lift the chest. Close your eyes. 5 full breaths here. Maybe having a sway from side to side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Noticing where you can feel the experience of the shape. Connecting back to that grounded place. One more breath here. And then blink open the eyes. We're going to come up and down from Malasana just to get some prana, some energy flowing through the body. So as you inhale, we're going to reach the prayer up high. And exhale, take it down into Malasana. Inhale, reaching the prayer up high. Use your glutes. Exhale, come down into Malasana. One more time, inhale, reach the prayer high, and exhale, coming down into your malasana, holding here. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. And then we're going to sit the hips all the way down. Take your feet together and your knees apart for Baddha Konasana. So we open the feet out like a book. Your legs are in this diamond shape. If you feel like you've got tightness in the insides of the legs, you can always walk your feet a little bit further out, yeah? And then we're going to just inhale, lengthen, find some space through the spine. And exhale, fold forward, relax your head, close the eyes. And just go as far as is comfortable yet challenging for you. You don't have to take this to extremes. There is no hurry to get the head down to the feet. On each inhale, finding a bit of lightness, a bit of space. And each exhale, just allowing yourself to surrender to the posture. Anytime the mind wanders, bringing the attention back to the breath. Let's take 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then as you inhale, come all the way up. Draw your knees together. We're going to give ourselves a homemade massage here. So grab the backs of your thighs and start to rock and roll the full length of your spine, massaging your back into the mat. Try not to move too quickly. Notice the sensations through the muscles either side of your spine. Take one more. And then when you come up, cross over at your feet, take your hands down and step into a downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath in and a long breath out. And then as you inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. So the objective here is finding space in the right hip flexor. We're going to look underneath the left armpit and lift the right knee up a little bit higher. Take those full long breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can see your right foot through the corner of the eye. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand and drop the left knee down to the ground. Place your right hand on top of your right thigh and then push the thigh away from your body. Look over your right shoulder, opening out into that hip. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you feel quite open here in the right hip, you can always come down onto your left forearm and just enjoy a deeper stretch. Modifications always when you're at home, taking your version of the posture, making this practice yours. And then when you are ready, we're going to release that right knee, take the hands down to the earth and step back, tuck the back toes, lift your back knee, reach your right leg high to the sky. From here, taking our pigeon pose, right knee behind the right wrist, and then shuffle your left foot all the way back. You can use any bricks, blankets underneath that right hip if you feel like it's way off the ground. Take an inhale, come onto your fingertips, lift your chest, and then exhale, folding forward, surrendering down. Maybe the forehead comes down. You can always make a pillow with your hands and rest the forehead down there. We're going to hold here for 8 deep breaths. I will let you know when it's the final 2. Relaxing through your shoulders. Noticing the sensations through that right hip, your experience of the shape. Watching your thoughts and always taking the attention back to the breath. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then as you inhale, come up onto the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes and step back into your downward facing dog. Feel free to give that right ankle a wiggle, lift up through the right leg if that feels good, find some space. And then eventually finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your left leg high to the sky. Exhale to bend the left knee and then open your hip. Left hip bone stacks on top of right, looking under the right armpit to square the shoulders. Maybe we lift that left kneecap up a bit higher. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. And then as you inhale, prepare. Exhale, step your left foot outside your left hand. Gently, with control, try not to thud it down. Right knee down to the earth. And then we're going to place the left hand on top of the left thigh. Press the thigh away from the body and look over the left shoulder. Same variation if you did it on the other side. The right forearm can come down to the ground. And you can lift the arch of the foot away from the ground to really get into that outer hip. Think about widening the collarbones, deepening the breath. And then as we inhale, let's bring that knee back to the center. Place your left hand down, your right hand down. Tuck your back toes, lift the right knee, and sweep your left leg high into a three-legged dog. Take your time like you're moving through mud. Then when you're ready, left knee is coming behind the left wrist into pigeon. Wiggle the right toes all the way back. Take an inhale to lift up through the chest and exhale, fold forward. Maybe making that pillow with your hands or resting your forehead down. A really nice mudra to take here is palms in prayer at the base of the neck. So just go where it's comfortable for you. 8 deep breaths. I'll let you know when it's the final 2. Breathing through any feelings of resistance, of challenge. Noticing what happens to the mind when the body is slightly uncomfortable, or if you're super comfortable here, you can really flex the left foot and lift your left ankle an inch off the ground. Final 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you are ready, lift your forehead up. If it's down, place the palms flat onto your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step back into your downward facing dog. Sweeping that left leg up, making any movements if you need to through the left leg, pedaling out your feet. And then coming to stillness in your downward facing dog. As you inhale, roll your body forward into a plank position, holding plank, pressing between the shoulders, squeezing the glutes and abdominals, finding your center, finding a place of calm, of strength, not necessarily just physically, but an inner strength, allowing yourself to be here. A few breaths longer. One more breath. And then as you exhale, lower your knees down to the ground, your chest and chin down, slowly, slowly, elbows close to the ribs. Inhaling, sliding forward into your Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Hook your elbows towards each other. Lift up through the chest. Let's take one more inhale and one more exhale. And now place your forearms down onto the earth. The elbows are in line with your shoulders for our Sphinx pose. We're going to hold here for about 1 minute. So if you're comfortable here, stay here. If you'd like to take it a bit further, take the hands out to the edges of your mat, and then you can lift up and straighten the arms into your seal pose. So just see where is comfortable for you. For me, this is enough tonight, but feel free to experiment. Close down your eyes, focusing on your breath for 1 minute. Anytime the mind wanders, you can take the attention back to that space between your eyebrows. Just a few more rounds of breath here, keeping the neck nice and long. And then when you are ready, we're going to place the forehead down to the earth. Walk your hands back, palms underneath your shoulders. Press back into your child's pose, Balasana. Forehead down to the earth. Walk the fingers out in front of you, counter posture for our back bend. Taking a few grounding moments here, breathe in and breathe out. Child's pose is an amazing posture if we're finding it hard to sleep. You can even just start massaging the forehead here by rocking side to side, which stimulates us coming into that rest and digest place, away from the flight and fight. And then when you're ready, lift your forehead up, walk yourself back to sit onto your shins. And we're going to take 3 rounds of Kriya here, cleansing breaths. So place your hands onto your thighs, palms facing up. 3 cleansing breaths. All we're going to do is inhale, and as we exhale, we make a sound. So that was the demonstration. 3 breaths. First one, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then place your right hand on top of your left collarbone, and then just start to draw the skin of the collarbone down. Take the left hand on top of the right, and we're going to lean the right ear towards the right shoulder, stretching out the neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. And then release your left hand down, bring the neck into the center, right palm down. Same thing on the other side. So take the left hand onto your right collarbone, the right hand on top, and then drawing the skin of the collarbone down, we draw that left ear over to the left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then as you inhale, release the right hand. Bring the neck into the center. Release the left hand. And all we're going to do from here is swing the legs round in front of us. Coming into Paschimottanasana, stretching through the back of the body. So your feet are flexed. You're going to release the skin, the flesh from your thigh bones. Draw your belly in. Inhale to reach your arms up, find space. And then exhale, reaching forward, grab a hold of your shins, your ankles, or your two big toes. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. And exhale to fold, relaxing the head down. If you've got tightness in the hamstrings, you can bend the knees here. You can use a towel around the feet, any version that works for you. 5 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Let the head get a little bit heavier. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, there's no rush to get down. 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then as you inhale, look up and lengthen your spine. And exhale, release the feet. We're going to point the toes here and take the arms out in front of us. Scoop the belly down and coming to lie down on our backs. So draw the belly in and start coming down for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down onto the mat. And then draw the right shin into your chest. Interlace your hands on top of the right shin and draw the knee towards your right armpit. Really point through those left toes, and this can be enough for you. If you want a bit of a challenge, you can lift your left heel off the ground, but remember, sometimes doing less is doing more. We're holding here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And then release your right knee. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Feel the difference between both of your legs. And then when you are ready, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Interlace hands on top of the shin. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, left knee towards the left armpit. Point the right toes. And remember, you have the option of lifting that heel or keeping it on the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, drawing in a bit closer. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And then release your shin. Extend your legs out in front of you. And we're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling. Very simply, point your toes. Flex your toes. Point the toes. Flex the toes. Release the feet. Maybe make some rolls through the ankles. Sometimes we can really forget about the ankles, the feet, and the amount of time that we spend putting the weight down onto the feet. Wriggle your toes. And we're coming into happy baby from here. So let's bend the knees. Take the soles of the feet up to the ceiling and catch the outsides of the feet through the insides of the legs. Draw the lower back down into the earth. Head, neck and shoulders connected to the ground. Back of the neck long. Let's hold here for 8 deep breaths. Maybe closing your eyes. Maybe taking your feet a bit wider. If you want to experiment with extending a leg out at a time, feel free to do that. Just find some stillness here. Last breath, take an inhale and an exhale. And then when you are ready, release your feet, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, massage your lower back into the mat, make circles one direction. And then change the direction of those circles. And then come into the center, grab each knee with each hand, and we're going to make big circles with the knees, drawing them away from each other. And then change the direction of those circles. And then come into the center. Place your feet down onto the ground and take your arms out to either cactus arms, which is this kind of shape, or you can take a T shape with your arms if you've got enough space. Feet are down onto the ground. You can take the feet together or hips distance, whichever is comfortable. Lift your hips up and then shift them over to the right hand side. Drop the hips down, and then we're going to drop the knees over to the left and gaze over the right shoulder. Close down your eyes. You can stack your knees on top of each other. You can double wrap your legs if you want to go for something a little bit deeper. Just notice how your body feels. Remember, sometimes doing less is doing more. Coming back to a slower, more natural breath. And drawing that right hip down away from your ribs. And pressing down with the right shoulder. And then when you are ready, as you inhale, bring your knees back into the center. Lift your hips up and place them in the middle of the mat. Just have a moment. Adjust your feet if you need to. And then we're going to lift the hips up, shift them over to the left, drop the hips down, and drop the knees to the right, supine twist. Shoulders relaxing down. We're drawing the left hip down away from the left ribs, pressing down through the left shoulder, closing down your eyes. Natural breath. are ready, bring your knees into the center. Shift your hips into the center. Extend your legs out in front of you. Extend your arms up ahead of you. Have a full body stretch, maybe even a yawn. Fingers reaching away from the toes. And we're going to make fists with the hands. Scrunch up the face really small. Scrunch up your toes. Ugliest face you can make. And release everything into the earth. Preparing for our final relaxation of Shavasana. Now is a really nice time to turn off any lights. If you want to turn off the lights, make it nice and dark, just as we would at the studio. Let the feet flop out heavy, feet nice and wide. Hands to the side of your body. Take them slightly wider. Let the shoulders have some space. Palms facing up as a symbol to receive all of the benefits of your practice. A few grounding minutes in Shavasana here to take everything in, rest and digest. Start to deepen your breath. Make small movements through the fingers and the toes. If you want to stay in relaxation for longer, feel free. Rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles. Notice any clicks, cracks in the joints. Feel everything. And draw the knees towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Take your right arm up overhead and drop onto your right hand side using the arm as a pillow. Lying in this fetal position, a symbol of rebirth, of chance, of new beginning. After Shavasana, the death of the practice. focusing on that space in between your eyebrows, noticing what you can hear, the sounds in the distance, the sounds closer to you, and anything you can hear inside. Keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up to a cross-legged seat facing the front of the mat, and take your hands together in anjali mudra at the center of your chest. Come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice, and offer every asana, every sensation, every breath to that one important thing to you. Noticing any space you might have created physically and mentally through your practice. Thanking yourself for showing up today. Take the prayer to the forehead, the third eye, for clarity of our minds. Prayer to the mouth for truth in our speech, and prayer to the heart for openness of heart. Closing the practice with one Om. Take an inhale. Om Bolo Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. You are the one true teacher. Everything that you need is already within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's a pleasure.